Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Happy Tuesday, Christopher.
It's Tuesday.
It is.
Wow, that ends with a Y.
And that means?
That means there's 2 days left. Why? To win the 2 Camaros, right?
Chris, I'm so sad to see these things go. We get to play with these cars for a good year.
For 11 months, right?
Yeah, 11 months during the whole campaign, and poof, just like that, they're gone.
You have until midnight, Thursday night, Pacific Daylight Time.
Oh, we're back on daylight time.
We're back on daylight time. To get your entries to win at dreamgiveaway.com. If you're watching on YouTube, that promo code is YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, that promo code is Facebook or Facebook Live. Either way, you'll get those bonus tickets. PJ, can you believe that these cars actually drove around the Brickyard at the Indianapolis 500?
I know, that's something, I don't really watch it too much, but I have seen it a couple of times, and it's quite a tradition. People love going there, and it's got a historic significance in the racing world, so it's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. So let me explain the difference between a parade/festival car and a pace car. So General Motors has the sponsorship for the official vehicles of the Indianapolis 500. Hasn't always been that way, but I think for the last 10 or 15 years it has been that way.
What do they do, supply all these cars just on a temporary basis?
That's exactly what happens. So they supply the pace car, and as you can imagine, they want their sportiest, spiffiest sports car to pace, or as has happened in the past, perhaps they'd like to introduce a new model to the American audience, and they've done that too. So usually, at least last 8 years or so, it has been the Corvette as a pace car, and then as the parade and festival cars, because there are 51 executives in the Indianapolis 500 Festival Committee, there are 51 Camaros.
And each one of those executives get to sit on the back of the car and wave to everybody.
Or they drive, and then maybe a local business owner gets to wave from the back, a local celebrity, that sort of thing. So that's why there are track and festival Camaros and Corvette pace cars.
So you're saying, Chris, if I won one of these, I could just have you drive it around and I could sit in the back and just wave to everybody?
You could wave to everybody. And that would mean you'd be much more than using your thumb, though, PJ. You'd be using your whole hand.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, these 2 Camaros look amazing up here in a lift, but if you're anywhere around the East Coast or West Coast right now, you're getting buried by snow. You're going to need a huge lift in order to get above the snow there.
That's right. Hey, let's play a game, PJ. Let's ask our audience if they can name another pace car. I know these aren't pace cars. Another pace car, anytime in the history of the Indy 500, name a pace car that you remember seeing, liking, enjoying, so on and so forth. I'm going to start it off with a dud. How's that sound?
There was actually a dud pace car?
Oh, there are more than one dud pace car. The Chevy Beretta. Anybody remember that wonderful slice of 90s engineering, the Chevy Beretta? Well, that was a pace car. Someone will have to look it up for me. Late 80s, early 90s. Oldsmobile had the 442 as a pace car more than once. Mercury had a pace car. So I'm going to set you guys off on that. Who else has had a pace car in the history of the Indy 500? Be sure to post your comments there. We'd love for you folks to engage with us.
Hey, Camaro man Nate says, can we get some revs? So maybe we can do that tomorrow. We can fire it up, or you want to do that? Get it all ready to go for tomorrow's Fire It Up?
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. That works for me, PJ, okay? So we'll fire them up. I'll fire up the white one for tomorrow. For the Fire It Up. Speaking of tomorrow.
Wait a minute, I want to see you climb up on the backyard buddy lift and fire up this gray one.
That's no big deal for me.
Before you go any further about tomorrow, Kevin says numerous Corvettes, might have been duds.
Right, numerous Corvettes. That is the correct answer.
Joe says 71 Challenger crash, such a mess.
Oh, that was a mess. 71 Challenger, that's correct. How about 67 and 69? Come on, guys, that's an easy one.
Well, Yankee Hill's you're not gonna be happy about his answer. 79
did Pontiac have the Indianapolis 500 for 1979. In 1980 and 81, I believe they had it as well. And they had the Daytona 500 as well as the Indy 500. Of course, two entirely different style races. But in those days, Pontiac, coming off of all that money from the black and gold Trans Ams, Pontiac had some race marketing budget, and they spent it. So yes, Pontiac was big in 79 at Indy 500.
James says Ford Mustang.
Ford Mustang, absolutely yes, 1994. Am I correct on that?
Larry West says 68 Ford Torino.
Yes, yes. And so come on, guys. 1 year before Larry, 1 year after Larry, 67 and 69. It is such an easy answer.
JP wants me to climb up there and fire it up. Let's see here. Someone wants to know, curious question. This is from John.
Yeah.
Two different winners with the Camaros. What happens if the same name is drawn twice?
Then that person wins both Camaros.
Yeah, it can happen.
And I suppose it would be them and three guests. It's
going to the Indianapolis 500.
Going to the Indy 500 this year. I think, someone looked this up, I think the very first Indianapolis 500 pace car was am I right on this? 1957 Bonneville? Someone look that up and let me know.
Kevin says 1981 Buick Regal.
Yes, yes, they were very proud of that Regal in 81.
Jason says Firebird.
Well, Firebird, of course, we talked about that in 79, 80, and 81, I believe.
And Larry, back to the Camaros.
Back to the Camaros. What about them, Larry?
Oh, maybe that was a dud. Last year, maybe, I don't know.
Oh, no, these were the festival cars. Okay, I'm going to answer 67 and 69 Camaros.
Camaro Nate says, what is the 0 to 60 on these hot rods? That's a good question.
3 point something. Kathy, look that up.
3.8, 3.9?
Yeah,
high 3.
Somewhere in there. It's a 455 horsepower naturally aspirated V8. My guess is that this will probably run low 13s in a quarter mile.
Kevin says 1957 Turnpike Cruiser.
Oh, yes. In fact, I saw that Turnpike Cruiser at the Mecum auction, and that was a slice of the 50s. That was a neat looking car, that Turnpike Cruiser.
Larry West says 69 and 67 had the Camaros.
That's correct. And how about Oldsmobile, 70 and 72?
Right, and I think you said 1958 Pontiac Bonneville.
Well, I said 57. Was it a 58?
That's what Kevin says.
Okay, 58. I was off 1 year. See, this was fun, guys. Thanks for chiming in on this. So let me remind you, you've got till Thursday at midnight to enter to win the two Camaros.
And maybe you'll win both of them. Who knows?
Maybe you'll win both of them. You never know. And tomorrow, speaking of winning both of them, we will have the GTO winner. Here, Wendell from North Dakota, our first North Dakota winner. And through the magic of technology, we will have Peter L. from the great country of Britain appearing telephonically, and he is so excited for that, so you'll get to meet him as well.
And he's the winner of the Boss Mustang.
He's winner of the Boss 302. It'll be his second Mustang. So cool. All right, guys, that happens at noon tomorrow, Eastern Daylight Time. Then on Thursday, we'll draw the winner for the Miata.
That's right.
Right, and then what else? We got something else on Friday, right?
Maybe a Fire It Up. We'll do two
Fire It
Ups.
Up.
Yeah. Kevin says 59 Buick Electra 225.
I'll tell you what, that is a neat looking car, right? A 59 Buick Electra 225. Oh, the fins on that bad boy.
Kevin says 66 Mercury Coronet Cyclone GT.
Yeah.
Jason says 1971 Barracuda.
Now hold on. Wasn't a Cyclone GT in 66? Is that what he said?
Yep.
Cyclone GT, that's correct. That's
Amazing.
right. Yeah.
Incredible.
Cool stuff. Thanks for joining us in on that, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. Remember, time's running out for you to get your entries to win. 2 Camaros, 2 winners, 2 trips to Indy. Get your tickets at dreamgiveaway.com. We'll see you tomorrow. 2 days left. We'll see you tomorrow in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage for Dream Giveaway.